Hey, good morning everyone. Well, in this episode, we're going to take a look at long exposure filters for the DJI Mavic Mini. This is the box with the long exposure filter pack for the Mavic Mini. You get two filters inside. Let me open it, show you. Try not to cut my fingers off. Inside the package, you get the typical Freewell filter goodies like stickers, lifetime warranty card, learn the basics of your camera, and a filter guide to all the filters you may need. Finally, a jewel box with two filters in it, and here, I'll bring it close. And it looks like that. On the inside, you have two filters. You have an ND1000 and an ND2000, which are pretty much like the darkest sunglasses you could imagine. So the idea is you take your Mavic Mini, you put one of these filters on, the 1000 or the 2000, depends how bright the light is. And then you fly your little Mavic Mini, point at something where objects are moving. If objects are not moving, don't point at it. It has to be something with objects moving. And leave the shutter open and take a photo. Don't do video because it would look terrible, but take a photo. So I'm gonna give that a try now and see what happens. So I have two filters in here, ND1000, ND2000. I'll start off with the ND1000. Let's give that a try. My hands are in the way here, so you might not see how I put it on. Basically, they just wrap over the top and sit in place. So when it's in place, it looks like that. You can see I've wrapped it over the top here. I'll use this camera, maybe you get a better picture. You can see I just wrapped it over the top of the camera, and that's basically it. We're all set to go. All right, got my little Mini down there. Let's start her up and take it up in the air. There we go. So the sun is up there, and I never want to point at the sun. I want to point away from the sun, so let's take it this way. And let's turn it, whoa my God, the sun is blinding me here. I'll turn it back this way. And then look down at me. This is kind of weird. There's an ND1000 on the Mavic Mini, and it's actually filming me. I didn't think there would be enough light to actually see me, but the shutter must be just going so slow. Like if I move around here, okay, I'm pretty surprised. I didn't think an ND1000 would work. I thought it would be too dark. But anyways, let me show you what I want to show you. So what I have to do, if you take a look at my phone screen, what I have to do is change the settings. All right, so first thing, take it out of video mode, go into photo mode. Next thing, get rid of that. Next thing, see at the bottom right, it says auto. Hold your finger on auto and turn it into M, which is manual. All you're gonna want is where it says shutter. See, I have it at 1/2. That's your shutter for a photo. So right there where it says 1 and it looks like 1 inch, that's 1 second. It means the shutter is gonna stay open for 1 second for a photo. So let me take it up here to 2 seconds. So 2-second photo. So let me just see what that's gonna look like. It looks like it's kind of bright on the screen, but we'll see what it does with the ND. Now that I have it open for 2 seconds, I'm gonna turn it into a blur. You ready? Here we go. I'm going to walk across and take a picture. Here we go. Walking and taking a picture. I should look like a blur. Okay, let's see what that looked like. Well, I'm not even in the image. I was too blurry. Hang on a sec, I'm a ghost. That's not good. Let's try that again. That time I was a ghost. Now I'm gonna walk slower. So see, I'm walking slow and taking a picture. I'm still kind of a ghost. I'm a bit of a blur there. All right, so the ND1000 is not working for my purposes, what I wanted to show you. It's working, but not for the effect I wanted to show you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to bring it down and to put the ND2000 on. Here we go. All right, so the Mavic Mini has an ND2000 on it, which is really dark and filming me. This is what it looks like. It's not really designed for you to film like video with that on. So what I'm going to show you is what we do in the professional photography world. If I go to film a city and there's people walking everywhere, tourists and everything, and I want to make them disappear, all I do is I put an ND1000 on my lens, on my camera lens, like I'm taking a picture, put it on a tripod, take a picture of the streets with all the people walking everywhere, and the people will disappear. They'll become like ghosts, and I'll show you that right now as an example. So watch this. So to give you an example, I'm gonna fly over to a roundabout. Now the image is gonna look dark right now because I've got the ND2000. Like I said, it's not designed for video filming, but here we go. We're getting over to the roundabout, and let's see what's gonna happen. See, we have cars going through it. I'm gonna wait until there's cars. You're gonna see them come in on my screen, and then I'm gonna take a photo and they'll disappear. So let me just get this set up. Manual shutter, I'll put it at 3 seconds, same idea. Tilt this down a bit. There we go. All right, so there's one car. I'll wait until I have a few more cars come in all at once because you can see them on my phone screen, hopefully. So here comes the car. I'll make that car and the other car disappear. Those cars, here we go. Take a picture. They should disappear from the center. So there we go, no cars in the photo. Isn't that awesome? Here comes a pile of cars. Here we go, we're gonna make them all disappear. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, take a photo. Those 3 cars will all be gone. Oh, here's a bigger one. Here comes a bus. Let me see if I can get rid of the bus and all these other cars. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Well, the bus isn't moving. The bus, you have to move. I can't take a picture if you're not moving. It's gotta move, gotta move. And there we go. The bus is big, so it's gonna be kind of a weird blur.
Landing.
All right, so if you're new to photography, that's what you use long exposure filters for. Now, obviously the best thing to take a shot with a long exposure is something that's moving, as I mentioned. So try to take a shot of like water, lakes, rivers, anything that's moving pretty fast with an ND1000 or an ND2000 on your Mavic Mini. You will be very surprised at the results you get, because the water is not gonna look angry and rough. It's gonna look like somebody laid down a silk sheet on the river or the lake or whatever. It looks pretty cool, especially if it's a waterfall, water fountain, anything like that. So experiment, have fun. The long exposure filters are always a fun thing to do when you're right into photography, so check them out. I'll put links below where you can get them on the Amazon website for Freewell, and I have no idea what the price is, but knowing Freewell, they're not that expensive. So all right guys, if you enjoyed this video from myself and the Mavic Mini, which I always enjoy, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in a future video with many more reviews. Take care.